while talking and thinking about daydream and night dream, it is the one insight seeing it as two dreams. When you are aware that this all is dream. Most people don't know, and they only know one dream, and that's the dream of the night. But when you are more aware of what is the reality, you are beginning to feel this also is dream. And then, it is funny, then you see two sorts of dreams. You divide the dream in night dream, where you are not even in, because there is only visibility and things mixing, and you don't see your own form, and that's one kind of dream. And the other sort of the dream is this daydream, where you really can see yourself, not your face, but you see your body, you see you moving and experiencing, and it seems to take longer than a night dream. The daydream seems to be longer. So we have even the dreams to be divided. But now, who is it that sees that there is this dividing state of the two dreams? All of a sudden you get out of both dreams into your reality, and from that reality you see the person in the night dream, and you see that same person in the daydream. But now you are not in neither persons you are, because you are the observer, the witness. And when you go back into the form of the person, mostly only see one dream in the night. They are not even aware of that. They just sleep and they see dreams and they wake up and they go on with their life. That's normal, one state of the person. But when you wake up more and more, consciousness starts to open, you see this is also dream. This, I mean, for now I mean this here. But at the same time, I flush back into this empty formlessness of myself, which sees me explaining the two states of dream. It's so funny. It seems there are three. Yeah, that's also now I remember what Baba says. You are three persons, he says. The one you think you are, the one others think you are, and the one you really are. And the one you think you are is this body. When it hurts you, and the one others think you are, that's look at her, have you seen her, blah blah blah. That's mind, because what they tell you about you is your own, what you receive, the energy. So that's not you, neither. But the reality of you is seeing those both figures. One in the night dream, one in the daydream. And in the daydream there is so much more going on. You see so many different people, but they all are in this your own same daydream. Everything appears in your daydream, not only yourself, but the whole world. And that's this. One is the sleep in the night. The other is the one sleeping in the day, because now we are also asleep. And the real one is now that from where this talk comes, this wisdom comes. So, and what am I? I am all three, of course, but I dance in all three forms, in two forms and the formlessness. There is this going on, this movement. And as a matter of fact, there is no movement at all. There's only the silence, non-moving self. What a funny story. So in fact, there is nothing. And nothing starts to vibrate and move. That's me as I am, all existence. And in that existence, there comes another form of me that thinks it is real and it is exists as this separated form. And then that is tiring, and so you sleep in the night and you see funny things. Oh, that was only a dream. But now you start to understand, I am also only a dream. But who knows it? Yes, that I am, that was the first to come out of the nothingness. So it gets, I don't know. We cannot escape from what is going on because we are all. We are everything that's going on. You cannot escape from your own self. And you, in the meantime, you know that you are not that moving stuff. You are just the silence, unmoving eternity, full of bliss. Because after all those moving adventures, peace, I am this. And meanwhile, all things happening in this dream, whatever dream it is, take it as a gift from yourself. The God in you gives you this dream. With everything that happens in it, all the people are so searching for their peace and love. And you can see them searching, and you know that they will find what they are looking for. My goodness, everybody will be so blessed and happy. They wake up, and it's a gift of the God inside, in them, in you, in me. Wow. Wisdom, understanding, that's all. Know what you are. Happy. I start laughing because something comes there. Oh my goodness, there is distance in yourself. You can see the distance as a kind of road which doesn't exist. But it's like you see a road with steps. And you are there. And you are here, and you are the sleeping one in this night. And in between there is distance, but it is you. So you can see yourself. You have no face and you have no form, but you have the knowing, and this knowing is just what you are. You are seeing and knowing your form there. I see myself. over there, and I have this coat of body I put on, and I am in that body in a realm of dream. But I am not in the dream, because I am that formless, without that coat of body. So my goodness, I'm amazed of this vision and the words that come up. You don't exist, and still you can see that which does not exist but is alive, that has put on a coat of flesh and bones and skin as a tool to find out what is playing in the dream. And then when it sees all kinds of things, that what you are in that form is tired, falls asleep and dreams. So you see you in a dream, falling asleep in a dream in the dream. You see yourself dreaming and sleeping in the dream of that form that you are, that you have taken on yourself. Your soul put on a coat of flesh and blood. And you see it. You have no eyes, but you see it. And you use the eyes of, while you are in it, you use the eyes of the form of flesh and blood around your soul to see what's happening in the dream. What's going on in the dream. And you say, boy, is that all there is? I'm tired, I fall asleep. That body what you wear is tired because it's flesh and blood and it is heavy. It needs to rest, it falls down and the mind falls asleep and sees all kinds of stuff. And that mind thinks that is real at that moment. It's running away from a wolf that's chasing it, and somebody comes at the door asking money, and all kinds of stuff happen in that dream of the one that is falling asleep. But you, before you fell asleep, you were already in a dream. Funny. You were already in the dream, and in the dream you were tired and you fell asleep and you dreamt. But there is this you, what you are, this being that you are, without this coat and dress of body form. And I make a sort of distance as if I am there, over there in reality, and down there in the form on earth. But as a matter of fact, it's of course inside. Inside is the reality, that silent, unmoving state. It is in here, and it makes up a form around it. And that is this face and this body, and it feels the temperature, it's hot, it is summer. That's all that the body feels, but inside knows about it. And when the knowing is completed, that the feelings are dreamt, and the body is dreamt, and the form is dreamt, then is not captured anymore in this form, while it is just still in appearance. It appears, but it is, yeah, that's me walking around there. But in that me, I am sitting peacefully and silent here. And that which walks there, this, can enjoy while it is here. Why might as well enjoy it? Because inside this knowing, in here is my eternity. Wow. You have the eternity in you, and you search it there, in the world which is only made up. My goodness. Oh, this can change your total view of existence when you see what you are. And then you are what you are. Whether you have a form around it or not. It's just being. Silence, unmoving, existence in the deepest bliss you know. You cannot know it. Not yet. You can taste it. Well, that's it. The words, the wisdom, the truth. And the rest, let it be. See all and everything in that space there where your form is. In all those beings that you see is this eternity. It has no form yet, and it took a form, but it stayed the silent eternity in everyone, in the milkman and in the postman and in the bank accountant, the one who's working with money, and in the leaders of the country, and all of that are just formed around eternity. They have it inside. It's the one eternity existing forever. Wow, that's the bliss. And you know what? It is just idea. Eternity is empty, and around it is no thing. It's not true. It's not there. It's just idea. Not yours. You are the idea. The form, the human being. Everything that exists. Animals, nature, the grass, the clouds, the sea, ships sailing. It's all idea of that which stepped one flash of a second out of nothingness. And it saw enough. It had seen it all. It was its own imagination. That eternity inside you. And it was done. No more fantasy, no more forms around it. This was enough to make it know what it is. You know enough. You know what you are. Don't need to go out and search and try and maybe this, depending on that, I suppose. That's more and more and more of that mind. Not necessary. Come back. You are this eternal silence inside, and this is enough to know that you are this silence. One piece of sound was enough to make you know I am this silence. Peace. Whatever happens tomorrow or whenever, what takes place, it's just all that which takes ages. It's just all in one flash. And all creation was there. From the ages that people lived in caves till now they fly with rockets to the moon, and whatever will come in the future, it's already there in this of knowing. A flash of knowing is enough. No matter what is the form that is known. Just appearances. It's just idea. Who knows what idea will come in 2 weeks or in 2 years or in 2 ages? What kind of idea will come? Who cares? You know it already. It doesn't matter, it's not interesting. If you are interested, it takes you down there. But see it as what you are not. And then it's done. You don't have to look anymore. You don't have to look anymore to what you are not. Why should you spend all your life looking at that what you are not, when you know in a flash of a second what you are? So, this body form is tired and falls asleep. This dreamt form is going to dream. Have a good time and enjoy your being in whatever form, but know that inside is this space. Good, be good, be good. When you know what you are in reality, you might as well be inside a tiger. Yes, that's why you can feel it when a tiger is going through the woods after a deer. You can feel it, but you are also in the deer that is running away from the tiger. And you are in every form you are. Doesn't matter what form you dress yourself with. You are in it. So that's what matters, the inner, and that's the eternal being. Okay, be happy. God, we all know that God is love. So love has no form. It is what it is goodness, and that is God. God has no form other than love and goodness. So when you act out of love to help somebody or to do a good deed or whatever intention of you is love, then it is God acting through you. It is God's movement, because God is love and you want to help, or you are good. And that's all you need to do. Nothing more to learn or have a strange sitting in a painful attitude to reach God. Because when you are good, you are God. When you are love, you are God. People write books and study and to find God, and that movement of them wanting to reach God is already the God, because that's the love. If you long for God, you long for love, and that is love itself that longs to be itself. There is nothing but love. Everything you do is out of love. It might be that you do it for the person, then it is selfish love, but still it is love. There is nothing but love, nothing but God in all actions. When it is wrong understood, the actions are directed to the person, to love for the person. That's the first direction, love for the self, for the person self. And then the love spreads out for others. But that's all love. I don't mean you can be selfish and you are good. No, it must be from inside, the feeling to do good to the other. God, love, formless. No need to search or to study the Vedas or whatever you teachers tell you, or to sit in the morning at 5 o'clock with cramps in your legs. Love does not know time or 5 o'clock. Sorry. All is love when you direct it from inner to be good. That's God. You found it. I always point my words to that which is inside you, which is not visible. And it's really something to receive those words from that invisible inside. And how can you, it's hard when somebody talks to you, you feel that it is addressed to you. And you are that one that says hi when you are on the way and somebody says hello. That's what you are. And you say, you talk in the shop to buy your stuff. That's what you are. And you have a conversation with friends or family. That's what you are. And then this video is directed to you are so used that people talk to you that you hear it with your personal ears and awareness, personal consciousness. But there must be a button, should there be, inside that you say bzzz, and then it is received on the inside. But when you listen very clearly, you will feel that the button is turned and that the words are meant to the inner form. Sometimes I try to visualize that inner, but it is formless and it has nothing, no color, you cannot describe light. But maybe this would help. Suppose you see a balloon, long, and it is full of light and air, and around that balloon you put a coat and a dress and shoes and gloves, and on top of that white balloon, that white nothingness, you paint a mouth and a nose and eyes and ears and a hair or a hat, and then you can see that is your dress around your emptiness. And I talk to that emptiness. You see me talking, but this is my I draw this face around my white balloon of emptiness. And that's why it is difficult to have good conversation, and people are always responding to someone. Oh, look at her, she's why, have you seen what he did? And wow, blah blah blah. They talk always about the person that they see, but the person that they see is so used to it that he always and she answers from that person that is seen and that they think they are, and what we think we are and what we thought we are. But now it's time to come out. The light wants to be seen and felt and experienced. Yes, you cannot see the light, but you can experience it. And that's when you direct yourself and your words and your opinion, if you have one. If you have something to say, direct it to the others inside. See the other's white balloon, so to say, so to speak. In this is this white place. And that's the goodness, the love, the God. And from the inside speaking to the others inside, it is God speaking to God. It is love, it is wisdom, it is goodness. Speaking to goodness in that other form of itself. Goodness is not visible, but it is experienced. And I wish you a very happy Goodness Day. My lovely balloon that you are. This lovely balloon inside smiles to that lovely balloon with that face on it. Can you imagine how it looks? And if you cut the rope, the balloon flies back in the heavens. But still it is now on earth to spread its love. That's a good time to spend on earth, to spread love to every single being around you. And that love resonates. There's no more difference and no more distance. That's being God, being good, being love. It expresses itself by itself, through itself, for itself. There's only this self, this balloon of love. I love you. If your love grows, the balloon inside you grows. You know what I'm going to say? The balloon will so great that your form around it, what you draw on it, this form with the face and etc., it will explode. And then this love is merged in that which is love. That emptiness merges in emptiness, in love, in goodness. And it, at this moment, it only has this form of you around it. Feel it inside in your being. Feel it here in. This is all filled up with love and goodness. How can you talk how could you talk bad of someone or it's not possible when you are so full of this white balloon blowing itself up. And what people who are unaware, what they do, they blow up the form around it. Look at me, they have blown up egos. And then the poor balloon is small. But in fact, in reality, it cannot be pressed in or out. It is the space itself, of course. And you can be aware of it. The more you give it attention, this white goodness inside. Then the world is so full of love, and the birds in the trees in the garden, they are little balls of love. There, and the butterfly and the flowers and the people smashing with doors outside and yelling, they are all forms of love which they don't know, but it is inside them. And when you look at them and you say nicely hello, they feel it. So then there starts to glow something of that balloon in them will blow open. It's not a balloon, of course, but it's good. God must be such a happy, not a person, beingness, because he sees that love that he is everywhere. And you can feel it and see it also everywhere. There's nothing but love. Even people yelling at you, they need so much the love that they search. Give them a bit of air for blowing up their balloon. Life is funny. When you love your life, it is full of love. When you don't understand something, you need knowledge to make the misunderstanding or the ignorance disappear. And with that disappearance of the ignorance, the knowledge also disappears. Because they are one and the same of the opposite of the dual mind. One is ignorant and the other side is knowledge, knowing. And the difficulty disappears when it is solved. Like something which is dirty has to be cleansed in water and soap. And the soap disappears with the dirty on the stuff that you are cleaning. The dirt disappears and the soap disappears. So all that is resting is clean, bright, and likewise the problem is gone. The ignorance is gone when there is this knowledge, and both are gone and they are clean, pure. This way everything grows together to its own ending, to the one ending of the duality. Dirt and the soap powder merge in purity. Misunderstanding, ignorance, and knowledge, understanding, merge and disappear in knowing, in that from where it came. The knowledge disappears, and that which is aware of all, that remains. Pure awareness without anything in it. No dirt, no cleansing or cleansing what you say, no soap, no not knowing and then the knowing. All of it will, it has done its job, and pure, it stays pure awareness. That's your total being. Pure awareness with nothing in it. Emptiness. And that is experienced, that pureness is experienced as love, as bliss, as ananda. Beautiful word, ananda. To know what you are, to experience what you are. And then you remain after all that. Ananda is the bliss of that. Bliss is, it's a word you cannot describe, but it shines through your eyes, and when your body is gone and the eyes are closed, there's still this bliss. It keeps on shining from the inner, like that filled balloon inside this emptiness, which is not empty of happiness and bliss, but it's empty of whatever is surrounding it. To describe bliss, you have to describe the opposite, and that we have now learned enough. So in the trash bag. Bliss remains. It is bliss that makes you do all this to discover it. Welcome home. It's like the dream that you have when you are asleep. It is so real, you experience it as real. Really, it is. And when you wake up, in the waking up, it dissolves. There's no dream anymore when you wake up. It's gone, it's dissolved, it is not there because it was not real. Same way, we live in this dream of life. And when we wake up, it dissolves, this life with us in it, or us with this dream of life in us, where we are in, where we think that we are, and we feel it and we experience it. When we, what is that reality in us, wakes up, we dream life with all content dissolves, it disappears because it was not real. The night dream was not real, it's gone. You can ask, oh, was it there? No, of course not, it was not real, it was not there. I just thought so. Likewise, this life here on earth with every movement all around in all countries and the whole cosmos, it is your dream life, and it will dissolve in knowing that you are awake. You are not dreaming. That what you are, this white pureness, that is not dreaming. The face around it, the form around it, it is its dream form. Now we feel what it is, to explain that which is not to be explained, and to know that what is unknown. But it is as clear as it can be. The night dream dissolves because it was not even there. It was not real, and it did not even exist. And this life, daydream, same way it dissolves with all in it. Like in the night dream, you were somewhere going and doing things, and it is dissolved. You and your dream dissolved. And this you and your daydream of life will dissolve. It wasn't even there. What you experience now is dream in that great white emptiness. That emptiness dresses itself with dream. And you think it's real, but you will dissolve. You will. That what's inside you will merge with the great emptiness around it. In and out, same space. And your form is temporarily around it to discover that. So enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. You will dissolve. Yeah, but that's not terrible. It's the greatest bliss. When you wake up after a nightmare, you are so relieved. Well, that will happen. The nightmare and even the nice things that you think are nice, all will dissolve same way, same time as your form around that what you are. That will remain. It's eternal bliss.